Good evening and welcome to the evening news. I am Kayode Adebayo. The federal government has denied any increase in the pump price of premium motor spirit, popularly known as petrol, despite the hike in the cost of the commodity across the country. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Chief Timi Preserva, in a statement issued by his aide, Oratus Igua, in Abuja, said President Muhammadu Buhari has not approved any price increase for petrol. The minister explained that there is no reason for the president to renege on his earlier promise not to approve any increase in the price of PMS at this time. He further explained that President Buhari is sensitive to the plight of the ordinary Nigerians and will not want to cause untold hardship on them. The minister added that the government will not approve any increase in the price of PMS secretly without due consultation with the relevant stakeholders. The Central Bank of Nigeria has commenced punitive measures on commercial banks by fining them 1 million naira per day for each box of new naira notes they refuse to pick and disburse to their customers ahead of the 31st of January 2023 deadline. The management of the Apex Bank made this known during a sensitization program organized for Osun market women at Ayegbaju Market to acquaint them with the new naira notes of 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira. Speaking at the event, the Deputy Director Research, CBN, Adeleke Adelokun, disclosed that CBN had printed enough new naira notes. However, banks refused to pick them up. Meanwhile, the branch controller of CBN Osogbo branch, Madu J. Modavin, who was represented by Adebayo Omosolakwe, disclosed that Nigerians hoarded the whole naira note to the tune of 2.7 trillion naira. The Central Bank of Nigeria has insisted that the whole naira notes of 200, 500, and 1,000 naira will cease to be legal tender after January 31st. The Atiku Okowa Campaign Council in Osun State has backed Governor Ademola Adeleke on his pronouncement that the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, will win Southwest landslide in February 25 election this year. In a statement signed by its Director General, Honorable Sunday Bisidi Osun, Atiku Okowa Campaign Council dismissed the statement credited to the Tinubu-Shettima Campaign Council in the state, while expressing optimism that the PDP presidential flag bearer will sweep the polls in the upcoming elections. Honorable BC added that a vast majority of voters in the Southwest have preference for the candidature of Atiku on the strength of his capacity to get the country working again, stressing that the Yorubas will not be hoodwinked. While giving reasons in support of Governor Adeleke's prediction of Atiku Okowa victory in the Southwest, he emphasized the widespread support, huge turnout, and the deep network that Atiku enjoys across the Southwest. He said, in addition to this, I had the promise of restructuring made by the party presidential candidate for the growth and development of the zone, his agenda of industrialization to pave way for employment opportunities. He further revealed that what endears Atiku to the people in the Southwest also include his commitment to financial autonomy of local governments and firm actions on taming insecurity challenges confronting the zone, among others. The Speaker of Osun State House of Assembly, Honorable Timothy Oweye, has emerged as Nigerian News Direct State Speaker of the Year at the 12th Anniversary Award Lecture of the newspaper. The publisher of Nigerian News Direct, Dr. Samuel Ibiyemi, said that the Nigerian News Direct 12th Anniversary and Award Ceremony Committee resolved to honor Oweye, the Speaker of the Osun 7th Assembly, for his outstanding leadership roles. Ibiyemi said the Assembly under the leadership of Oweye remains undivided and calm despite the change of government in the state, adding that little or no fracas has been reported about the House in the past 3.5 years. He described the Osun State House of Assembly as one of the most peaceful assemblies in Nigeria under the leadership of Oweye as the Speaker, noting that Oweye has proven to the whole world the value of his wealth of experience in legislative duties since his assumption of office. Oweye was represented at the event by the Clerk of the House of Assembly, Mr. Simeon Amuson, commended the board and management of Nigerian News Direct newspaper for the timely and wonderful award. He, on behalf of the Speaker, dedicated the award to the honorable members of the 7th Assembly for their relentless effort in advancing the development of the state. The National Population Commission has assured Nigerians that it will conduct a more credible exercise in the 2023 population census with the aid of available technology. The chairman of the commission, Nazir Sakwara, who gave the assurance while speaking to journalists after a meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa Abuja, added that technology will make it difficult for anyone to manipulate the exercise. Kwara said the commission will be making use of cutting-edge technology, including global positioning system and satellite images, noting that every building in the country has already been coded for the exercise. According to the chairman, the demarcation of enumeration areas had been completed, affirming that the exercise proper will take place between late March and early April. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Jackson Nuruddin Adeleke has assured of his administration's commitment to the welfare of the people of the state by putting a lot of measures in place to improve the health and well-being of the populace. Governor Adeleke gave this assurance at the flag-off ceremony of the second round of circulating mutant poliomyelitis virus outbreak response in the state. The governor, who was represented by his deputy, Prince Kola Adewusi, expressed satisfaction that Nigeria, which has battled with the issue of poliomyelitis for so long and has finally left the list of countries with wild polio virus. He further assured that the present administration will continue to support the Primary Healthcare Development Board and other health agencies in the state. Earlier in her address of welcome, the Executive Secretary of Osun State Primary Healthcare Development Board, Dr. Adebukola Olujide, appreciated the support received from the state government since the commencement of the present administration, which she said resulted to the state emerging first position nationally during the first round of the medical response. In their separate remarks, the state coordinator for World Health Organization, UNICEF, National Primary Healthcare Development Agency, African Field Epidemiology Network, enjoined parents to take advantage of the free vaccine against polio. Parents have been enjoined to take good care of their children and live an exemplary lifestyle so that they will always be remembered for good once they depart from the world. These form the crux of messages by clerics including Alhaji Musiba Udin Orimadegun and Alhaji Mikai Folorunsho at the 8 days without prayer of Madam Halima Sadia Adelu. The clerics enjoined all to keep believing in Almighty Allah, for He is the giver of life and the giver of all a man could ever go after, noting that many will be faced with so many challenges, but to never turn away from Almighty Allah. They urged individuals to learn from the life of Mother Halima Sadia Adelu, who trained her children to be great in life. Also speaking at the event, children of Madam Halima Sadia Adelu, including Alhaji Dauda Adelu, Alhaji Abdul Fatai Adelu, and Alhaji Oyeshiku Adelu, among others, described their late mother as a woman of substance who stood by them all when they needed her the most, noting that the love, kindness, and advices that their late father and mother left behind will forever live among them. The 8 days without of Madam Halima Sadia Adelu featured the recitation from the Holy Quran, prayers for the children, the families of Adelu, the community, the progress of Oshogo land and Osun State and Nigeria in general. Now to sports. The chairman of Interim Management Committee of Nigerian Professional Football League, Benga Elegbeleye, has described as wicked and cheap blackmail insinuations that the body collected 1 billion naira from a sponsor to run the league. There were insinuations in some quarters that the IMC got 1 billion naira to run the NPFL this season, and that Sports Minister Sunday Dare got 100 million naira as 10% of the money. Elegbeleye told journalists that those spreading such rumors are cheap blackmailers. He explained that nobody gave the NPFL money to run the league, let alone the rumored 1 billion naira. Elegbeleye, however, indicated that 10 million naira was given to each club by a top-notch investment bank who gave 200 million naira to the 20 NPFL clubs. He pointed out that the money was not given to the IMC, but it was credited directly to account of the clubs. And now, to the foreign story. Greek police authorities says they have made 7 arrests while breaking up a network of trafficking illegal migrants on the Turkish border. It further said that the suspects were due to appear before the public prosecutor in the city of Thessaloniki, where they were detained on allegations of illegal transport of at least 155 foreigners since last August. According to police, the migrants were secretly put into vehicles and smuggled across the border in an operation netting the traffickers some 300,000 euros, as each paid 2,000 to 4,000 euros without specifying their nationalities. Thessaloniki is some 300 kilometers from the Turkish border. It's a regular conduit for migrants fleeing conflict and poverty and to seek asylum in the European Union. Since taking office 4 years ago, Athens' conservative government has reinforced its land and sea borders with Turkey in a bid to stem illegal arrivals. And that ends the evening news on Osbc TV. Please join us at 7 for major reports. Good evening.